This is
Genatzethayer,
A Toast to Armenia with Jano Kabinjian. A comprehensive look at the Armenian culture, only on the Ignotainment Media Network.
Genatzethayer, Parluis Inchpesek. It's May 8th. How it's flying here. Hey, Chris, what a great show we had last week with Roger Capellion, huh?
Oh, man. What an interesting guy. Hugely talented.
He had it going on, didn't he, with all the movies he's been a part of?
Well, and his artwork and his book is just amazing.
Yeah. Hey, folks, if you haven't had a chance to get that book, you got to go out there to his site, Roger Capellion's site, and get his book. It's unbelievable. I bought one. It's great stuff. Today, well, wait, one more thing I'd like to add before that. Sure. I've had a few emails, Chris, from guys out there about last week's show.
Yep.
Anchanik from Michigan, he says, why did you interrupt Roger when you asked him that question, what was his favorite movie?
Yeah.
And, I'm sorry I do that. I do that so many times. Chris, you know what? That's your fault, Chris.
It is my fault.
That's your fault because you should just stop me right there. It's like a little kid at a candy store.
I will do that for now. And sometimes I don't have the heart because I'm interested to hear the next thing you're going to ask.
I know, but no one will know. I've even tried to reach out to Roger. He won't give it to me now. I don't know. Anyway, today it's I'm thrilled to have this guy on our show. Today we have a boxer, an Armenian boxer. His name is Vic Martirosyan, right? Did I say that right, Vic? Martirosyan?
Yeah, you did.
Okay, beautiful.
Martirosyan, yes.
And Vic is 140-pound welterweight, and he's 4-0. He's being trained. He's being managed by Freddie Roach, and Freddie Roach is part of the Pacquiao that you've seen on pay-per-view for $100 that I'm not too happy about, but he's a big-time fighter, and now we've got Vic, who's moving up the ranks here, and he's got a big fight coming up. Glad to have you on our show, Vic.
Likewise, appreciate taking the time.
Well, let's start off. This wasn't your number one thing when you were growing up, was it? I mean, you had something else that you enjoyed, possibly even a little bit more.
Yeah. I was doing soccer at the same time during boxing. I was more in love with soccer at the time, and played soccer all the way up till I was about 16, and then I had an injury and kind of broke my heart and just switched over to boxing.
Now, what kind of an injury would break your heart that puts you into boxing? It kind of almost sounds like vice versa.
It would go the other way.
It would go the other way. But
it was an ankle injury. It was actually one of my own teammates. I don't know if it was on purpose or not. I think it was on purpose, but it kind of broke my ankle during a friendly game between each other.
Wow.
So
that's a hell of
after
a
that,
friend.
I just kind of didn't have the same legs.
Wow, that's rough, pal. But you know what? Yeah. I think boxing's been really good to you now. You're 4-0.
Yeah.
4-0, and we put you on our site, on our Toast Armenia site on Facebook. You and that, I guess, what is that? The weigh-in. We took a picture of that and put it on our site. That's cool, man. It's great to see Armenians. I mean, we've had a tradition of Armenian fighters, including your brother, actually, your older brother, Van.
Yeah, Vanas. Yeah, he's a top 10 light middleweight right now.
God bless him too. And we've got another Vic out there, Vic Martirosyan, and wow, he's been around forever almost.
Yeah. Vic Martirosyan's one of the I could say legendary fighters in his weight class, let alone probably the best Armenian fighter that was out there based on his achievements in boxing.
I tell you what, I would pay $100. Chris, this is the kind of guy that you would watch for $100 pay-per-view. He does not disappoint the public at all when he steps in that ring. It is just a slugfest. And, Yeah, I mean, you to have the same name as this guy, the first name. I mean, a lot of people are going to be looking at you and saying, you know what? There's another Vic that's in the ring and giving it all he's got. And
yeah, actually.
Yeah, go ahead.
Sorry to cut you off. Vic Martirosyan was at my third professional fight.
Really? In your corner?
He was there.
Or
not in my corner, but he was sitting front row because me and my brother fought the same day on the same card at Morongo Casino, and Vic Martirosyan was there, and he came up to me and complimented me and gave me some good words of wisdom. So it was nice to hear from him afterwards.
That is so cool. That is so cool. And then we have across the ocean, we've got in Germany, probably the heavyweight champion. Is he? No, he's in a lightweight.
No, he's a middleweight.
Middleweight, yeah.
And Arthur Abraham.
Arthur Abraham, man. I don't know why he's not mainstream in the United States where he doesn't fight here, but I tell you what, this guy, he defends that belt every year. He seems like he's got another belt hanging on the right shoulder, left shoulder. He's kind of like a Mayweather out there. They love him in Germany.
He's popular in Germany, and for him, I guess it makes sense to be over there. He came over here a couple times to fight in America. He won once, and then I think he lost once or twice. But he's doing good in Germany, and he keeps winning fights, and he's currently champion, so he's doing good over there.
So what's your take on what we've seen? Is boxing going to get itself back together after this last showdown with Mayweather and Pacquiao?
Boxing's always going to be there. I think it's one of the oldest sports, and there's always going to be boxing fans. There's always up and coming young talented fighters that are going to take place of the old legends. But that last fight that we saw this weekend, it was a bad representation of boxing on the big stage. But boxing fans did appreciate it, I think. The casual fans didn't appreciate it because, they like to see more blood and war. But I think boxing is going to keep growing and growing as a sport.
Good. That's and where are we going with you now? What's your where are you headed with your? I think you got to fight May 18th. Tell us a little bit about that.
I got to fight May 30th, actually.
Oh, May 30th.
I wish it was the 18th.
Okay, May 30th.
Yeah.
We got. How the hell did I get May 18th on there? Okay, anyway, May 30th. Tell us about it.
May 30th. It's right here in our backyard. It's in Hollywood. It's at Florentine Gardens. Excited to fight. Top Rank. I was actually helping. I got a call to help one of Freddie's main fighters, Ruslan Provakanov. He's known as the Siberian Rocky. He needed sparring for his fight with Lucas and Tise. They were headlining on HBO, and they called me to go in and help him out. And I was helping him out in sparring, and then kind of Top Rank and Freddie kind of liked what I was doing in there. He was kind of impressed, and then Top Rank kind of offered me the fight. So that's kind of where it's at right now. I'm just excited to perform in front of my hometown.
Great. Chris, you were nodding your head. You've heard of the fighter that he mentioned?
Yeah, no, he's a big deal.
He's a big deal, huh?
Yep.
Wow, that's great.
Yeah, actually,
go ahead.
The night before last, I actually was involved in a discussion with Hedy Atlas, who I'm sure that you know. I mean, he's probably the most well-known ESPN commentator out there for the sport, and he actually he highlighted that upcoming fight. So it seems like it's going to be a big one.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, the Hollywood one. So that's cool.
Wow. Yeah. Wow, Vic, you're gonna be right there, man. For a 4-0 fighter, I mean, when do you think you'll see? Is it gonna take like maybe 10 more or something like that before we see something major coming your way, or are you going with the blueprints now on where you're projecting where you're going to be in so many fights?
Well, you always set the bar up high. I always want to be, I would look to be world champion in 2 or 3 years. But, I just take one fight at a time because it is a sport, and every fight is a learning process. So you just learn as you go and take one fight at a time.
Sure.
And all I have to do is win everything, beat everybody that they put in front of me, and, then my time will come.
Beautiful. And I gotta ask you, it's, I played football, and I never got to feel like what you're going to feel, like walking into the ring and you see the Armenian flags in the stands, and you see people in like the third round, yelling "Hayastan, Hayastan." Does that just motivate the hell out of you?
Oh yeah, of course it does. Just walking into the ring and seeing all the Armenian fans there and all cheering it just turns on another notch. And going in there, I always want to perform, because being a fighter, you're in there alone. It's probably one of the loneliest sports out there because you're all by yourself. But there's a lot, you carry on your back, which is your name, your legacy, your family's name, and your country. And you want to, keep their name up high. And of course, hearing all of them cheer your name just gives you that extra motivation to go in there and put on the show.
Now, I think it's a little bit more special for you, though, because your dad, I talked to you before, and you told me your dad fought in Artsakh and actually hurt his got wounded in the arm or something, right? In the hand?
Yeah. He lost his right hand from his wrist.
Wow.
He was the one that would test the bombs out.
Oh, my God.
And a bomb was supposed to, defuse in, let's say, 8 seconds. It exploded in his hand in 3 seconds. Yeah. So he lost a lot of blood and lost his hand. He still has bullets in his legs from that incident.
Well, God bless him. I mean, we think of you as our heroes to step into the ring and so forth. That man, to us, is a true Armenian hero. I mean, we don't need to talk about us playing football, we put everything in perspective. Those are the type of people that put everything on the line for us. God bless them.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. No, thank you. You're a family man too. At age 23, you've got an 18-month-year-old. That's beautiful.
Yeah, I got a little daughter.
A lot of responsibilities, man. It's good to see young people that know what it takes to put a family together and so forth, and that's important stuff. So God bless on that too.
Thank you. Well, just like anything, it's tough, but I think it's something that it matures you, it turns into a real man, and it gives you a different outlook on life. And to me, it gives me a lot more motivation to be successful because I got to provide for her.
Well, another thing on that too, the mom plays a major role because you are on a busy schedule. You started today. Folks, when I called Vic up this morning, he's already probably had a workout that's probably my 1 month workout. He started working out at 6:30 in the morning. Give the people out there your regimen for today.
Today, I finished my run.
What time did you wake up to do all this?
6:30. 6:30. Got ready, went to the field. I got my 3 miles in with some sprints.
3 miles in with some sprints.
Yeah, 3 miles in, we get some sprints in. And then, come home, have a little breakfast. Then around 10, leave to wild card. I warm up, get about 6 rounds of sparring in.
Now, wild card's another gym. The wild card's a gym.
Yeah, wild card is Freddie Roach's gym.
Okay, that's Freddie Roach's gym. All right, go on. Yeah. So we did that.
That's where I train in.
Okay.
Yeah, that's where I train and fight out of from. And I do 6 rounds of sparring, usually with 2 different guys. And then...
Wait, 6 hours?
No, 6 rounds.
6 rounds. Whoa.
No.
Oh, Jesus.
No, yeah. I do my warm-up, get 6 rounds of sparring, and then I finish training, heavy bag and all that other stuff. And then I come home, and then around 4:30, I go do my strength and conditioning for about an hour, 30 minutes.
Okay. Well, my first point is, if I did that, then I would have to go to ER, and I would be laid out there for 2 days. No, but my point is that your wife watching the kid, taking care of everything at home, without that support too, you can't get your stuff done. And that's behind the scenes. Toast to every wife out there, everyone that's behind the scenes. I mean, your wife's doing a heck of a job taking care of your little daughter at home. Yeah.
Definitely. She pushes me to be better. I mean, she's actually one of the people, because, being a fighter, up and coming like this, it's tough. And she's actually been really, really supportive, telling me, that, don't ever think about quitting, no matter how hard times get, no matter what we have to do, no matter how it is, you're going to be champion, and I don't expect anything less. So, and she says, I'll take care of the baby, I'll take care of everything, you don't worry, just focus. And, she helps me a lot, honestly. She's a big part of what I do and why I work so hard.
Oh, wow. That's
Her
beautiful.
And my daughter, I think about them during every workout, during every sparring session, and they're on my mind. So.
Oh, bravo, man, because it's so difficult if you weren't getting any support at home either on this matter. But you know what? If she's giving you the green light like this and saying, make it happen, God, you can't ask for much more than that.
No. And, she's honestly... I know my wife since we were 10 years old, believe it or not. I was at her 10th birthday party.
Wow. 10 years old. So you guys know each other really well.
Yeah,
was it
very well.
Was it a neighbor thing like that, or you guys grew up together?
We went to the same elementary school.
Wow.
And then we were, friends in elementary school, 5th grade. And then, we would, birthday parties. She would have a birthday party. I would be there at my birthday party. She would be there. But then, around 15, 16... I saw her at Jamba Juice on Brand, and then, hey, how are you? And that was it.
Really? Because I got to tell you, when I've been close to someone that long or something, I usually just make it like we're friends. There's no way I could ask this girl out or anything like that. But that was real gutsy of you, and you pulled it off, and you guys are great now together. That's beautiful.
Yeah. We're actually buddies too. We're really cool friends.
You'd have to be. You'd have to be.
Which I think is the best. Yeah.
Because I don't think there's any way that I could have talked to my wife on, hey, this is what I got to do, and this is how it is, and I got to go to the gym tonight. I mean, she doesn't let me play softball once a week, so that's the problem.
We're a good team here, and I thank God for blessing me with my family and my wife. I got the right team. I got the right recipe to be where I need to be, and it's all up to me. It's just hard work and focus.
Now, how much? Speaking of focus, how much focus does a person like Freddie Roach have on one particular fighter? I mean, does he give his time? Because we're talking about how many fighters does he have working out in that gym?
He has a lot of fighters working out. He has a lot of big names, like there's Manny Pacquiao, there's Miguel Cotto, there's Provocateur, there's, Freddie has a lot of assistants working around him. He has Ernie Zavala, Marvin Somodio, there's about 6-7 other trainers that he has assisting him. Now, it would always be nice to work personally one-on-one with Freddie, but he has these big fighters that are fighting for multi-millions of dollars, and he has focus on them because they have the bigger fights, the bigger names, and But Freddie gives a decent amount of attention to me. I mean, during his biggest fight of his life, like with Mayweather, when Pacquiao signed Mayweather, he was talking to me about my fight and what we're gonna do and what Top Rank is saying to me and how they're gonna offer me a contract. So he was, he put Freddie is. I'll tell you what, to me, based on my experience, I think Freddie Roach is one of the most honest and cleanest people in the sport of boxing. And he tries to be there for everybody, but unfortunately, he's one man. He can't, be there for everybody.
Does his Parkinson's does this really slow him down in the gym at all, where it's really where you're really seeing it?
Parkinson's, the disease itself, it doesn't get better. It kind of just gets worse and worse. That's just kind of how the disease works. But Freddie's been holding up and training all the fighters, and we're doing a lot of rounds of mitts. And I take my hat off to him, man. He's really something.
No, you're definitely right. Yeah, because I seen him on HBO, that special that showed his everyday life, and you've seen how much. He battles this, and he tries not to make it so apparent, but it's so difficult for him, and the guy, God bless him. He's still managing, he's still training you guys, and you're telling me right now that it's just not 4 or 5. You've got an entire gym of warriors in there ready to roll.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
And, another thing is that I've never seen Freddie miss a day out of the gym. I have never in my life seen him not be there or not be. If he's not in the gym, he's somewhere else training one of his fighters. Right after the Manny Pacquiao fight finished, you would think like, oh, they just made it was the biggest fight of the century, and it was a lot of money. He was at the gym Monday morning training Miguel Cotto.
That after that weekend, he was back in the gym, huh? He wasn't. He wasn't deterred about anything.
Nope. He flew in on Sunday. Monday morning at 7 a.m. He's in the gym.
Wow.
He puts his time and I've talked to Freddie personally, and he says this is my life, and this is the reason why I can't have a relationship. This is the reason why I can't do this, because this is my life. This is what I do, and
wow.
I respect him so much for that, because he does a lot for all of his fighters.
Would you say he's become possibly a father figure to some of these fighters in the gym as well?
Yeah, he's him and Manny Pacquiao have a really incredible bond. I mean, Freddie's always said he's never had a kid, but the closest thing to it would be Manny Pacquiao. So, you're in the gym so much and you spend so much time with these fighters, you really do become a part of each other's lives. Like the coaches and the fighters, you do create that bond that you basically become family.
That's with other fighters as well. I mean, you can understand Manny. Manny's his pride and joy, but even to the fighters like Vic Martirosyan here, that's 4-0. Can you say that he's really taken a strong bond to fighters with not a record like that?
Definitely, because I've been in the gym since I was 13, and Freddie's seen me grow. And when I talk to Freddie now, he always says, he goes, I would never ever believe that you would grow into this fighter.
Wow.
So and he's helping me now with a lot.
It's got to be pretty big then if Freddie Roach is saying that hey, I want you, I want to be your guy, I want to train you, I want to manage you. So we may be seeing the next big $100 pay-per-view, Chris.
Yeah, hey, I'll pay for it. I'll be right there. Yeah, I may have to fly out for that one.
Yeah, well, you know what though, you know what, Vic, you got to give us an interview. Well, when you're like 44-0 or something,
a ringside interview for Armenia Proud.
Oh, that would be great. That's great. And you know what, Vic? We want your name out there. We're becoming really popular in Armenia, in L.A., in South America, and possibly even Lebanon. So you know what? If all Armenians jump on board, our fighter here, it's good stuff, man. When they're walking down that aisle, what song do you walk down the aisle with, by the way?
It depends on where I'm fighting, and it depends on the mood. But usually I get in with you probably know it's an Armenian. It's Ara Gevorkyan.
How's
the rhythm that he thinks?
Well, I'm about to ask him how does it go.
Yeah, we'll have to look that one up.
Yeah, we have to look that one up. Yeah. Well,
send us a link and we'll add it on our social media and website.
Yeah, you got to send me a link on that. Text me and we'll have that on.
I'll text you a link. I'll text you some clips of my fights as well.
Yeah.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah, we want to add those to the website.
Yeah. Hey, you got any plugs out there you'd like to chime in on? I mean, we'd love to put it out there for you.
Or to reiterate the details of your fight or anything?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the details of my fight, May 30th at Florentine Gardens in Hollywood, California. It's going to be a nice event.
I don't think we even
fighting. I haven't asked.
Yeah, I don't think we even have to promote that, do we?
Well, yeah, I think everyone who
that Hollywood, that is all Armenia, man. They're going to be packed in there.
Well, and for anyone who's not, it'll be on our website. It'll be in the description of the show. You'll be able to find a link.
May 30th, and where's the place at again?
Florentine Gardens.
It's
Florentine
Gardens in Hollywood.
You guys got to get out there and check out Vic Martirosyan. Anything else .coms you like to plug out there for us, or
anything else? I have a sponsor that's making my walkout gear, my ring outfit.
Oh, you gotta give them a plug.
Yeah, it's Leisure & Co. And you can follow them on Instagram, Leisure & Co. They're up and coming brand. Another Armenian guy, and he's starting it up. And make sure to support him. And other than that, follow me on Instagram on Vic Boxing. And every day I post pictures and updates of my training camp all the way up to the fight.
You know what? I think that sounds very interesting. To maybe we can also interview him also. I mean, that's beautiful stuff that you just mentioned there.
Yeah, he's a good friend of mine, and he started a clothing brand, and I kind of pitched him, why don't we make boxing outfits? And he was like, oh, dude, let's make it for you. And, it's going to be really nice. He's putting a lot of time into it. It's going to be something that I don't think most guys have ever done. So it's going to look really nice. We're going to try to clash the fashion into the boxing as well. Help him out, and he helps me out, and we support each other.
Well, that's beautiful. So who are you fighting now on May 30th?
Honestly, I haven't asked. To me,
it's just potluck. You're gonna kick his ass, whoever he is. That's beautiful.
Yeah, that's just how I look at it. I train for every fight like it's the last fight of my life. I mean, I put 110% into every training camp like it's a world title fight. So
that's beautiful.
I don't know who my opponent is, and I don't care to know, but I pray for him and for his health and for both of us to come out healthy, and may the best man win, which is going to be me.
Man.
But yeah.
What an Armenian. God bless you, man. God bless you, your family, your entire mind frame. I love it, man. And our people will be in tune to watch you and bless you and just make it happen, man. That Yerakuin, when you're walking down that aisle, that's something special. And I know every Armenian yelling, screaming out there, Hayastan, that's awfully cool. So God bless, man.
Of course, man. Thank you so much. Thank you, guys.
And that's Vic Martirosyan, my friends. Nice to have you on, Vic. Good luck.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you guys for having me. God bless you guys.
Okay. Take care. And that was Vic Martirosyan. Chris, what a great interview.
Man, oh man, the guy's going to be a champ. I can already feel it. He has the mindset.
I'm saying, I really liked how he thought, and he's got the whole thing drawn out. And he's disciplined about it.
Yep.
And he's got no entourage or anything. The guy just knows what he's got to do to become a champion, and the backing of his wife. I mean, that's amazing.
That's a big deal.
That's beautiful.
Yep, I'm anxious to see him fight.
Yeah. Well, unfortunately, my friends, that was another show here. We flew by so fast. Doesn't it just fly, Chris, when listening to this stuff?
It's unbelievable.
Well, that's what it is. And next week, we'll have another great guest on our show. And keep your emails coming. And plus, guys, I got to tell you, Chris, we put an order in for some shirts. If somehow we get some emails and so forth that really stand out from you guys, we don't mind sending out these.
And you guys are going to love the shirts. They're
yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah, I kind of designed them. I love it. It's our maybe we could put that on our site too.
It'll be on there.
Okay, good.
You guys can all see it, and if you want one, send us something cool. And also remember, if you want to email us, that's info@armeniaproud.com, and you can find a lot of information on our website and our social media, facebook.com/ArmeniaProud and @ArmeniaProud on Twitter.
Yeah, send us information, send us something.
Share it.
And share the shows, and we'll see you guys doing all this out there, and we can't say how much we appreciate it. So God bless, and Kisher Party, my friends, Genatzetsezi.
Tune in next week for another episode of
Genatzet Hayer,
A Toast to Armenia with Jano Kabenjian. You can find the show online at www.armeniaproud.com or download and subscribe on iTunes or Stitcher for Android. This is the Ignotainment Media Network.